to your peers, how smart would you say that you are, and explain why you feel this way?
Do I have to answer that one?
Now, if you don't want to answer or you don't know what to say or answer, you don't have to.
Okay, could you repeat the question?
Yeah. When you compare yourself to your peers, how smart would you say that you are, and explain why you feel this way?
Well, I'm not necessarily smarter than my peers. But sometime after I see them do something when we're working together, it'll be quite obvious, and then I get the opportunity to share something with them that I know. How's that? Okay.
Yeah. Number 3. While going through puberty, was this experience a positive or negative for you? And why do you feel that way? So, like growing up, going through school, and going through all that, was it a positive experience or a negative experience?
Negative experience.
Okay. Number 4. In life, what are you most afraid of, and explain?
At the present time?
Just as
In life?
in life, what are you most afraid of? Explain. So I guess now, yeah.
All the people that I shared the Lord God above with, that they, come along when the ride's ready.
Number 5. If you had a chance to change one thing from your past, what would it be, and explain?
It would be the. Say that question again.
If you had a chance to change one thing from your past, what would it be, and explain?
Could you repeat that question one more time?
Yeah. If you had a chance to change one thing from your past, what would it be, and explain?
I can't say that it would be, because it's not really my right to think I can change that.
Okay. Is that your answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 6. In today's society, what things concern you the most, and explain?
The fact that there's differences in generations where... okay, this is a quick one. The fact that there's differences in... Read the question one more time, please.
In today's society, what things concern you the most, and explain?
The fact that things are going so fast, the fact that the difference in generations are so obvious that when they're learning and reading about things that are really important, they immediately look to their own generation for answers and don't know how to communicate or even listen to somebody that does really have something to share with them. So they close themselves off to their generations, and the generations aren't allowed to, the generations are told to stick together because, other generations haven't exactly had the right thing to say. So that's where the impact is from my point of view. Generations don't get reached by some things that they really need to hear. And that's, it might have to be obvious, but that's my answer.
Okay. Number 7. If you could be granted 3 wishes, what would they be?
3 wishes. Well, just that the young people hear when they can't. Okay, how's this? Real simple. It'll be with, for my wishes, has to do with human attributes. When humans see earth, wind, and fire, that's real. And when they listen, that's real. When they see, that's real. But when they close their eyes and sleep, that's also real too. But what they don't believe is that when they sleep, that's a regeneration of their whole entire being, and people have totally passed that up, and it's not even taught anymore. That's my answer.
Okay. Number 8. Complete this sentence. The secret to life is what? So the secret to life is blank. So in your perspective,
Okay.
the secret to life is what?
The secret to life is what? A blank. The secret to life is a blank. I don't really think the secret to life is a blank. I think that we're constantly put into a situation where that blank is filled in with the secret to life is worry. Well, the secret to life is not to worry. So that I think maybe that should be like a couple more blanks in that about the question.
Yeah.
But maybe that's
that's
my
a good
answer.
answer, that's
You
a good
get
answer.
another blank on it.
Number 9, as you grow and develop, are you becoming more or less like your parents?
Well, I think most people, when they grow up, they become less like their parents because their parents sometimes want them to become them. And when they realize that it's actually better in the long run because their parents are their parents and their children are their children. So you are you, I'm me. And
Yeah.
I think I answered that right.
Yeah. Let's see. Number 10, have you made any drastic changes in your life, and explain?
Well, for me, yep. Drastic changes constantly occurred, and one with health issues. Surgery, traumatic surgeries change directions in people's lives, especially when they start questioning their own faith. Repeat that question one more time.
Have you made any drastic changes in your life, and explain?
And that's hence part of the question. It is only, you repeat the question, and my answer is stutter right now. It's the answer to the question, so repeat it again.
Is good. Have you made any drastic changes? Wait, hold on. Yeah, okay. Make sure I'm reading the right one. Have you made any drastic changes in your life, and explain?
Yes, the drastic changes for me in my life hasn't been me making them, has been me making the decision that I didn't want to make them, which is when the higher being or God above, which is God above for me, points you in a different direction, and you as a, the big man, when you think you're going to keep going in a direction, you don't have a choice when you get older, no matter what. And that's what people keep fighting, and it just puts them a little further away from what really needs to be going on. No. The answer is, would I change anything, right?
Well, have you made any drastic changes in your life?
It's not my spot to say.
Okay. Number 11, when you were younger and had thoughts about your life as you grew older, are you at the place in life where you thought you would be?
Absolutely.
Number 12, who are the most important people in your life, and explain?
Well, that's kind of a tricky question. Most important persons.
What are the most important people in your life, and explain?
Okay, that's plural. The most important plural persons in my life would be my immediate family members, which they know who they are. And second of all, the people that I've never met, that I've reached out to, and they've actually thrown a response back, and I've known that it was a positive impact on what they're doing.
That's good. Okay. Number 13, what kind of relationship do you or did you have with your parents, and explain?
Well, I'm going to quickly sum it up in the one thing: the generations that are, it's a generation thing. Could you repeat the question one more time?
What kind of relationship did you have with your parents, and explain?
And that's why I keep answering the question with the question for you to repeat the question, which means parents seem to relive the way they were parented in the beginning, and they grab some of those quick parenting character traits that they want to hang on to, and they think that's going to be the one they pass on to their children. And hence me answering the question with the question. Yes.
Let's see. Number 14. Do you make the majority of your decisions in life based upon your needs or the needs of those around you?
Well, I can say that it's changed throughout my life, and it's changes occasionally back and forth. Younger me, older me, quiet, selfish me, and then older me for others around, because it's exactly what happens when older people get older. They tend to not worry about themselves as much as others around, and that's a fact.
Let's see. Number 15. How has your decision making changed since you were younger? And explain.
Well, my decisions making since I was younger. It's never changed because I like to dream. I like to play with toys. I like to play with dirt. I like to kick around with the dogs and run and play. So I can't just say that it's ever changed.
Okay. Number 16. Do you feel like you are reaching or reached your educational potential? Why or why not?
Have I reached the education potential? Am I satisfied with that? We'll say that again.
All it just says is, do you feel like you are reaching or have reached your educational potential? Why or why not?
The fact that that could be a question, the answer is no. Everybody should continue to learn and want to learn. And if it's what they're learning, it'll be good for them, and you'll know that it's something good. So no, I'm never going to say that I've reached any capacity of learning.
Number 17. Do you plan on attending or have you attended college? And what are your thoughts about college?
Well, oh boy, this is going to probably burn a lot of people, and that's okay. Friends, no friends, family, foe, whatever. My thoughts on college is that it is at the time something to do. Yes, for me in my personal life, which is the question. No, college at the time was not, because other things take the place. Hence, going back and forth and concerning your concerns about other people and their welfare. So college isn't always a part, especially when hey, big numbers are getting thrown out there real fast. And I'm going to say no. I do not regret going to college because I learned more with my hands.
Yeah.
I learned every trade with my hands more than I would have been able to in college.
Yeah.
Yep.
Number 18. How important was getting an education when you were growing up, and explain?
Okay, that's another. Wow, you're sure you're recording this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Oh, sorry, hold on.
the phone. I thought this was my interview.
Yeah.
Okay. Just kidding, all smiles.
Yeah.
Repeat the question, I'm sorry.
Yeah, number 18. How important was getting an education when you were growing up, and explain?
Okay, this is what I'm going to say. It's going to make a lot of people unhappy, and maybe you too, because you're the interviewer-y. Some people, they can go through traumatic things, even... Repeat the question, please.
How important was getting an education when you were growing up, and explain?
My importance of education changed when I witnessed some of my best friends get shot in school. Right by me. 7th grade, yeah. So in 6th grade, so I pretty much dismissed school when the gunfire happened, and and that's what happens. I'm talking 7th, 8th grade, and when you turn, you don't even feel like hitting the 8th grade. You don't even feel like doing the 9th grade. And for me to answer that, my education's never left the 9th grade. Would people be happy to hear that? Probably not. It's something to share with people and their families, but if you have accidents and it has to do with things like that, your life changes, and education actually is. When things like that happen, education is not on the menu at all.
Yeah. Good. Number 19. Do you ever envy the opportunities of okay, so the question specifically asks, do you ever envy the opportunities of the opposite sex? So do you ever envy the opportunities of women?
No, not at all, because I've always watched the 40s and 50s shows that depicted the women's rights, and it's the same as it was then, is the same as it is today. And I don't envy anybody for anything, because everybody should have a right to stand in a box and say something.
Yeah. Number 20. Do you think that your gender has affected where you are professionally, and explain?
No, my gender hasn't. Repeat the question, please.
Yeah. Do you think that your gender has affected where you are professionally, and explain?
Okay, I'll just start out saying that yes, my gender is a male. I'm a man. I'm attracted to earthly things, which is bad. And yes, it has, me being a man has gotten me exactly where I am today.
Okay. Number 21. How would you describe your level of emotional intelligence, and explain what this means to the interviewee? So, how would you describe your emotional intelligence, and what does emotional intelligence mean to you?
Could you repeat the question?
Yeah. How would you describe your level of emotional intelligence?
Well, my level of emotional intelligence usually, it's mostly overbearing most of the time. People don't even get it, and I'm okay with that, because can be a bad gift and it can be a good gift, and I'm not gonna want to change that. My emotional intelligence is actually for me. When people, I'm just gonna hit that question a little different, because emotional intelligence is kind of for me when I get to sleep or rest or take a nap. Even after I see and hear that someone's done something and they've achieved something or an accomplishment, yeah, that does help my emotional intelligence. I'll say that, yeah.
And what does emotional intelligence mean to you? Like when I say the word emotional intelligence, can you define that for me and what that is?
Emotional intelligence shouldn't be a question like that, because it should be different in the way that people get that from their own self and their own persona, their own dreams. So emotional intelligence isn't even, or shouldn't even be anything on the. You shouldn't even judge anybody for their emotional intelligence because of what could have happened. Their reaction on anything that is emotional is usually from a reaction that happened before, and they saw something else. So I hope I answered that one right.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Number 22. Do you place an emphasis on saving money, and why or why not?
There's always an emphasis on saving money, but the emphasis should really be, that's another question that's wrong. I'm not getting in trouble for the wrong questions on the thing, am I?
No.
Well,
No,
okay, could you repeat the question again?
Sure. How do you place do you place an emphasis on saving money, and why or why not?
All right. Well, the emphasis today on I'm just going to say there's two different things to that question.
Sure.
That emphasis changes with generation, and the value of money changes with generation.
Okay.
Could you say that one more time, please?
Do you place an emphasis on saving money, why or why not?
Then the answer to me is money should be used and spent accordingly. If money is used to create empires and not spent and hoarded, I believe that's incorrect. I believe that money should be used immediately, and it shouldn't be given a value like it is today. Okay.
That's good. Okay. Number 23. Would you consider yourself an optimist or a pessimist, and explain?
Well, can I ask you what the definitions of the optimist and pessimist are
So-
coming at me? Because I got
And-
different,
Sure.
Different,
Well, I'm gonna.
or I'll just say that I'm very optimistic and I am very pessimistic.
So it's just.
It's a natural
Yeah.
human
Yeah.
attribution, and most people should have it.
Okay.
Very much so. That's the way I feel.
That's it. Yeah.
I mean, interview over?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well,
Thank you, Dad.
all right. Cheers.